Hello and welcome to the 13th episode of the J14 Gamecast. I'm your hostess. We had a little debate before which episode it was. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Sean. I'm here with Jeff, Brendan, and John. And we haven't been here for the last couple of weeks, or last week or so.
Yeah,
I think a week or so.
A couple weeks.
Yeah, it's beautiful here in Edmonton, and that's very rare. So we're living.
Yeah.
Trying 6 weeks out of the year, we have to enjoy it.
Yeah. What we'll do, we'll say what's come out this past week. On the 22nd, so that's like a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Oddworld, New and Tasty. That's the HD port of the...
It's a remake, not a port.
A remake. Oh, sorry.
That's right.
It's a good thing we
no, it's not. It's like built from the ground up.
Yeah, okay.
It's a beautiful game.
Yeah. And that's from the PS1 Classic?
Correct.
Yeah. Boom. Nailed it.
Yeah.
And then,
developed by the Lauren Lanning, who did the original.
Yeah.
Yeah. He follows me on Twitter, by the way.
What? You get him
I don't know why he does.
You should get him to follow J14.
Shout out to Lauren Lanning. Follow us.
And then, so Ollie Ollie came out for the PC.
Cool.
I heard a couple of issues with the controls. There's a little bit of lag.
On the PC?
On the PC.
Oh.
But I downloaded it again for the Vita, and it's still fun to play.
Oh, it's so good on the Vita.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's perfect.
And then The Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 4 came out for the PC, PSN, and Xbox Live Arcade. Finally, yeah.
After like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't even talk to...
Don't talk to us about the wait.
Talk about Wolf Among Us, Episode 1 to 2, 4 months.
Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah,
hopefully this one will come out faster now that they're done Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
Well, because they pumped out the last few episodes of The Wolf Among Us pretty quick.
That's
right?
true.
It's done now, right?
Yeah.
Episodes. So.
Oh, they just announced Season 3 of The Walking Dead.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
it's coming back for a third season.
Nice.
I guess I could have gone on the news.
Yep, it's not there.
No, it's there.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Sending the news to you guys.
And then on the 29th, The Last of Us Remastered came out for the PS4, which is awesome. Jeff has taken like 500 pictures already.
Yep.
It's there's a picture mode. It's all fancy and stuff.
It's alright.
It's like Instagram. Yeah. And then one of my favorite games for the PC, Rogue Legacy, came out. Which I talked about being a roguelike game, and you're like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, I was listening to Colin Moriarty talk about it, and it sounds fucking awesome.
It's fun.
I really want to try it.
I streamed it on J14 Gamecast.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, I bought it for the PC during the
season. Okay, you have the PC version. Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's one, so let's talk about it. And I think you talked about it on a previous podcast. That's the one where you come back.
As your...
Yeah, but I didn't know about the special abilities. So, like, when you come back as... like a descendant of yourself after you die or whatever, you have like some of them will have defects.
Yeah.
So like you might be colorblind and everything's a black and white, or like
or like there's one where it's like you're the chosen one, and it's like the Matrix. Or there's Vertigo where you're running on the roof rather than on the floor. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, because there's 5 stages or something like that you just run over again.
Yeah. So there's 4 bosses and then like the final boss.
Okay.
So in my game, I've beaten the first boss, and that took like 6 hours. And I was
shit!
Because you have to level up.
Yeah.
Because you're really weak at the beginning. So, yeah. So that's it for what's come out this week, or what's come out in the last couple weeks. What have we been playing? I'm asking. I'm gonna start with you.
3 things. But mostly 2, but then mostly 1 this week.
Yeah.
I played about 10 hours of New Vegas.
Wow.
Just started my file over. It's awesome. Like, it's really, really... I like the story more than Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people it's the opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when you have such a stellar voice casting, such as the great Matthew Perry, can't go wrong.
It's cool. Like I had to look it up, but it's very it's a very gray story in terms of like it's not like Mass Effect or some of those other games where you have like clear right and wrong.
That's the
but it's like the story. Yeah, But the story, there's like a thing that happens in the middle of the game, and your story kind of branches out depending on what you do. And there's lots of different endings, and it's just cool the way they handle it, because it's not really like, it doesn't tell you, go here and do this. You kind of just keep doing missions, and as you're doing missions for different people in the game, your allegiance kind of shifts. And when the end comes, you'll eventually have to pick a side.
Which kind of sucks.
It does. It does suck, but I don't know.
You can't just be like, I'm not picking a side, I'm just doing my own thing.
Yeah. Well, you could just never beat the game, I guess. You can just do all the side
No, I
stuff.
meant like there should be an option just like I'm
to
gonna
be neutral?
wipe you all out or something like that.
Oh, kill
or
everyone.
Or neutral or something like that, right?
There's a DLC for that where it explains.
I heard the DLC for New Vegas is garbage.
Yeah, but I think there's a DLC
Is
that
there?
explains the ending and it, like a bit more crisply. I think that's a poor word to choose.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. It was the time when I was in Lethbridge, and I was like, I want to watch a walkthrough, and so I kind of watched all that.
Was there only one DLC for New Vegas?
There's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even
I think
remember
the same
them.
amount as the ones for Fallout 3. The ones for Fallout 3 were really good. And
I love those, yeah.
Gun pack, horse pack.
Yeah.
so yeah, I've been playing that. I had Oddworld pre-ordered, so I played about 5 hours of that. Really, really good game. Like the art style, the music. It's just like a puzzle platformer for people that don't know. All right.
Yep.
Sorry.
That was.
I think John wants to move on.
John is not impressed. It's actually funny in the game you could fart, so...
You can also fart in Rogue Legacy.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, it's one of the disabilities when you jump.
You run in... Oh, really?
Every time you jump, it's like...
Yeah, you run into some people in Oddworld where you have, like, to get past them, you have to repeat what they say, kind of as like a password type thing, and they'll whistle a couple times and then fart. And you do the thing like, okay, you can go. But yeah, it's cool. You just have to rescue Mudokons or whatever, his people, because they're like a weird creature. But I thought I got them all in the first level, because it said, like, it tells you how many you rescue, but it doesn't tell you how many you're missing. And I went to the next level, and then all of a sudden 40 of them were dead, so I must have missed a lot. There's 300 to rescue in the game total. I must have missed like 40 of them, yeah, because there's the secret portals and doors and stuff that take you to other areas where you can rescue them. So yeah, that, and then Last of Us got about 8 hours into the single player and to fall now. Loving it.
You're getting through it pretty quickly, though. You're getting through it pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm playing on normal.
12.
Playing on normal, which is the same I played the PS3 one on, and I found it, like, it wasn't overly tough, but I found it like a challenge on the PS3, and it's easy right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just because I'm better at the game than I was when I first played it.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, but I mean, I hadn't played it for a year, so I didn't think it would carry over that much, but I'm just breezing through it, so I kind of wish I played on hard, but I just want to get through the story at least once on this version, and then might start another play on hard. Go for some collectibles. So then once you beat it once, you carry your New Game Plus, so all your upgrades and stuff carry over, and you get the costume unlocks. What?
No, I'm just...
And there's us.
Just imagine the collectibles would be so hard to do.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I remember on the PS3 one, I looked like everywhere, and I only had half of them, or not even.
I don't even remember how many I had.
I was missing like half the Firefly pendants, a good chunk of the comics. I was missing a good chunk of stuff, and I thought it was pretty thorough. So
There's some really difficult, like, once you go and you see where locations are, you'd be like, oh yeah, I definitely would work here.
yeah, I don't know. I look in every single corner. But
There's this place you don't even like see.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Once you see it, you're like, yeah, I didn't even know this was.
yeah, we'll see. I might just use a guide to go through and collect them, or the ones I miss. But
Yeah.
yeah, that pretty much covers it for me.
Yeah. Brendan, what about you?
I don't know. Do I even play games anymore? I don't feel like it. I don't think I. I know I played The Walking Dead. I played the 4th episode.
Yeah. Played Last of Us multiplayer with us last night.
Yep. Because I spent more time trying to buy the game than playing the game.
Yeah, it's sold out everywhere.
Where did you end up finding it?
In Sherwood Park Mall.
Oh.
They had like 8 copies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Random place.
Yeah.
But the other Sherwood Park store did
Oh, there
not.
was another one.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was in the mall. So
Oh, okay.
I didn't believe her. I asked her the same time. She's like, yeah, we have lots. And I was like,
She
the
gave you a
PS4
PS3?
copy?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, like you're sure. Like, can you check? And so
That's crazy. I was in Future Shop at lunch the other day, and like I was in there on the Tuesday it came out, and they had like stacks of them. And I was there, and they just replaced them all with cards for pre-ordering it until they get our next shipment in, because they're all sold out.
yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was before I had volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
I went to the West Ed store, and I was like, "Yeah, I'd like to trade." It's like you came here. I was like, "Why?" It's like we're almost sold out.
Mm-hmm.
That was on Wednesday.
It was on Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just kind of went. It's only been out for 6 hours or 8 hours.
I was really surprised because I don't know if because it was so popular after the PS3 version and stuff. I just kind of figured a lot of people would have had it already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that we're kind of a part of a small group of people who'd be like really willing to buy the game again.
But we covered it on a previous podcast where like half of PS4 owners never had a PS3, so
Yeah.
there's 8 million plus PS4 owners, like 4 million people that didn't play the game yet.
Yeah.
And then a good chunk of people that are rebuying it. Like I know, other than us even, I know a few people that are buying it again as well.
Yeah.
So
With the trade-in, I think that's maybe why it's selling. I didn't check other
Yeah.
places like Walmart or whatever. So maybe that's part of it.
Might be a supply and demand. Maybe they want to.
they might just they maybe just underestimated the demand for it.
I don't think so.
I mean, like the
I
limited.
don't know, but like there's big game release. Like I don't pre-order games anymore unless there's a pre-order bonus, because I've never walked into a store on day one and it not been in stock. Like I don't remember. That probably hasn't happened since like the PS1 and 64 days.
Yeah.
But it happened. This is the second time it happened to The Last of Us, so.
Did it happen to the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sold out
For
right
sure.
away.
Not like maybe not as
Quickly.
I remember, but I remember like a few weeks
It was,
after people talking about.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I can't
you know
find
what?
it.
No, yeah, I do remember that. You're right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean maybe they're trying to promote their digital downloads a bit more, right? Makes sense.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't
that
lose
could
that
be
much.
doing it.
Well, they do have like a pre-order incentive
Yeah.
on digital, so
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go.
Besides that,
Bit of Destiny.
oh yeah, the Destiny beta.
We did play Destiny. We'll talk about that after we get through the news.
Oh, okay.
I'm definitely really stoked for the. I don't know. I kind of get the feeling I'm going to be the one investing the most time in Destiny because
Yeah.
it's such a, I don't know, little brother to the Halo series. Or I don't know. Every time I played it, I
It's
really
fun.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love everything about it.
So there's some news about that actually that didn't make it on there, but we'll
get
it
to
up.
that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. It's been pretty quiet. I think it's
Yeah.
kind of like that for most of us.
It's summer, right?
Sure.
It's kind of
John?
Yeah,
What are you
after beating Wolfenstein, I was kind of lost and.
we got to talk about that. We haven't done the podcast
Oh,
since
you
you beat
beat
it.
Wolfenstein?
Are we sure?
Yeah, you didn't talk about it last time, I don't think.
No.
Oh.
We were still talking about how fun it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it was
to,
a garbage game. I
Throne.
wish I never played it. Don't waste your time.
Sweet. Good
Sweet.
for you, man.
And moving on.
No, it was good. I liked it, and yeah, like saying, great story. Last boss, freaking hard.
Yeah.
He beat it on the hardest difficulty
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Uber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I look up to
Winging it.
John when in terms of beating games. He's a man.
He is.
And, yeah.
I just look at Jeff and I'm like, I just have to show him that I'm more of a man than him.
That's fine. No arguments.
I don't even know why that's a goal.
It obviously makes
If
you
there was
more
an
of a
option to
man.
play without combat, I would do it.
Oh,
no.
guys!
There's seriously some games where I could do without even like any. I just want the story, like
Yeah.
make an interactive movie. And
But they have to do it in a way that, doesn't, like The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
Like any action there.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. Some games I'm just don't care about.
Yeah.
I'm just such a
The
story
story's
person.
so much better than the mechanics.
It's like-
I'll just watch the cutscenes.
Like Persona, like I know people love Persona, but I seriously I don't like the dungeons. I'm just not a dungeon crawler.
Yeah, the dungeons.
Whoa.
I hated the
Shut down the
dungeons.
podcast.
Ugh.
Well, I mean, I haven't got very far in the game, right? I wish there was a version of it where I could just play the story and like not have to fight, because I just don't.
I
Can't
can't
take back
look
those
at you
words. No take back.
Is Danganronpa
Oh yeah,
Danganronpa like that?
it is like that.
Yep.
Have you played it?
Not much. No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Actually,
nothing
it's
pleases
a
you.
dark and really cool game.
Yeah, I played.
Did you play it?
I started it,
I-
but I haven't got very
seen
far.
it.
Okay.
They also did an anime on it, which is what how I found out about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Danganronpa 2 is coming out September.
Yeah. It's
That's
crazy.
rad. Yeah. No. Well, Wolfenstein's good. So I was kind of lost. I'm like, what do I play? I was thinking of starting up. Oh, I played a bit of Dragon Age to see how that runs. I put it on max settings and it works fine.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
No way.
Guess it's just really old and the computer can handle it somehow.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know if I want to invest in such a huge game right now. Like,
You do. You do.
It's an amazing game.
no, I know.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, maybe I could play this other game, Civ 5. But I'm like, this isn't another time sinker.
It's a time sinker.
So I went back to PS4. I'm like, I need to beat some games that I haven't. So I went back to AC4. And
Yeah.
at first, I was just like, I was running through the city. I just hate the city because they haven't changed anything from the first one in terms of.
Yeah, you're like running through the city and you're constantly like running up the wall. And I'm like, fuck, I didn't want to run up that wall.
Yeah, I just want to go follow this person.
Don't you have that? It's not the free running run. It's like a jog. Is that
Yeah.
X?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So it
there's-
doesn't.
I think it's just free run.
That's just free. Yeah, it's just you just hold it down.
You just hold
That's
R2.
it.
Yeah.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I thought in Assassin's
Unless
Creed
we're
2,
really
there's
stupid and
there's
If
a
there
light
is,
jog and then
then-
there's the free run.
Well, there's like you're jogging a bit, but
Like,
you're
it's
not
slow.
running.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
slow. That's what I mean.
oh,
Like,
okay.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
Like just holding the stick.
yeah.
It's not sufficient to move around.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If they did that, that'd be pretty cool.
Mhm.
Like a lighter run or a running mechanic where you didn't automatically jump up, but you combine the running and the jumping or climbing aspect into one button.
And they kind of have to for
That kind of
it,
game,
but like,
yeah, to make it
yeah, it's
seamless,
definitely
right?
you walk up to something wrong and you're climbing this building for no reason.
Yeah. So
no,
it's
I
kind of
feel
hit or
that.
miss. They say they're going to improve that in a new one, so we'll see.
I am excited for Unity.
But yeah, the pirating aspect really gives it a fresher breath air. Like I was just having fun going around and destroying other ships, and then there was this other thing where you go dive underwater and swim and get treasures and getting eaten by sharks.
Yeah. Stung by jellyfish.
Yeah, it was just different game mechanics. So I really liked it.
Mhm.
And the hunting mechanics
Looking at
was
the audio.
hunting mechanics is not too bad because you don't have to go and kill like 10 animals. It's just like a couple to get your item
Yeah.
Yeah.
upgraded. So,
Yeah, not a lot of grinding required.
well, the annoying thing is to proceed on a mission, they always tell you to upgrade your ship, and that's what I've been struggling on,
Yeah.
getting the resources, because the fastest way is probably plundering ships,
Yeah.
Mhm.
from what it looks like.
It might just be playstyle because, like I said, it didn't prompt me to upgrade my ship once through when I was playing through the game. But
Yeah, you might have.
but I was
upgraded
doing
it
lots of
really
side stuff, right?
Yeah, I did.
So
I'm just trying to get through the story.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
want to go through it as quickly as I can. But
the story's really good,
that.
though. Like,
Playing,
I really love the story in that.
Yeah, it's really good. That's why I'm playing it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm not going to say it because Brendan's still playing it.
Huh?
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. So.
Oh, okay. I don't.
No,
I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
but don't. Yeah.
yeah, so, and then, The Last of Us came out, so I'm trying to replay that. Play on Grounded. Actually, it's not too bad so far, surprisingly. I was stuck on this one part in Survival on the PS3 version, but I just breezed through it, so.
It's
I don't know
weird
what
how that happens.
I just
I
like-
don't know what the phenomenon that is. That you don't
You just
do
put something
something
down and you come back to it, and it's like, what the fuck was the problem in the first place?
No, I know what the problem was. Is
Oh.
I was trying to be sneaky, and this time I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go and
Wheel and deal.
yeah. And I was like, wow, this worked a lot better
I
Yeah.
hate that too
'Cause-
in games.
because I was trying to conserve. Like when you're in
Yeah.
survival or through hardest mode, you're trying to conserve ammo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or you're trying to be like really considerate
And-
of the
Yeah.
situation, and yeah,
I have. It's not on the level of my sprint blunder, but because the game doesn't tell you this, I didn't know that if you hit them with a brick or bottle, it's an instant one-hit kill with a melee after that.
What? Really?
Yeah, anything you hit, if you throw a brick or bottle and stun them, and they kind of move like that, you run up and hit them with a melee weapon, even if it's not upgraded, just
Yeah.
like a 2x4,
Yeah.
instant one-hit kill.
I don't think it works like that
Mm.
against clickers.
Clickers too?
I'm pretty sure any enemy.
You can stun a clicker and then they
Mm.
won't kill you. You can beat them, but it takes 2 or 3 hits.
Yeah, they say you can.
No, if you hit it fast enough after the brick or bottle, I'm sure it's one hit.
I don't think so against
Okay,
clickers.
maybe not. I thought it was.
It's
Most
nuts,
enemies,
though.
though.
And it makes
Yeah.
because you can, if you don't have a clickers pretty much just kill you unless you either get them from behind or you have a
And
shield to
choke them,
protect
yeah.
yourself.
No, you can beat-
That's usually not
you can beat
totally
them up.
wrong.
Yeah, that the protection.
Yeah.
because that's
Yeah.
an upgrade. It's probably a useless upgrade, just because you want to use your ships to
Yeah.
kill them or either.
Yeah, I try not to use my shivs at all in combat. I save them for the doors and stuff like
yeah,
that.
same. I only use them because there's one area that area I was talking about. You have to kill every guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's one clicker and then 4 runners you have to kill.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Is that in the skyscraper, the leaning one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that was area
part
stuff.
sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the games I've been playing lately. So.
Sweet. Well, it took. When did I start playing sports games? It took.
1999.
Well, no, I started playing when like the seasons and stuff. But I would never beat a full season of a game before the other game came out.
It takes commitment.
Yeah.
It becomes
Yeah.
very redundant after a while.
It completely does in 2K14 for basketball. I completed the season, pretty much sweeped every team in the playoffs. Swept. Whoops. Just have a sip here.
Need more beer.
That's
Any more
okay.
beer?
John said fresh of breath air.
Yeah, you
Earlier.
did. That's funny. I did think it sounded weird. But in my head, I was like, no, that's right.
Is it?
I just.
No, breath.
No.
You said fresh of breath air.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, anyway.
What was it supposed to say?
Breath of
fresh
fresh air. You
Oh, I said it
fresh
backwards.
of
Okay.
breath air.
Yeah, I did that with
Fresh
something else.
prince of breath air.
Nice.
I did that with something else. Like when I was sharpening a knife, I was like, I'm gonna knife in this sharp. I'm like,
I do
what?
that all the time, yeah.
I'm like, what? Yeah, so
Why do I have a mental disorder?
yeah, I do that with some things. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
But yeah, I was just dominating the entire season. Playoffs, swept. Yeah, that's the right one. Had to double check.
No, it's sweeped.
Oh crap.
The boot.
Swept every team up until the finals. We're up against the Heat, which is LeBron James, which we've beaten every single time this season, and we got swept. Completely rigged.
wow.
Didn't have 10 points in the game.
Wait,
See, it's
what?
not very lifelike at all because Miami is supposed to be terrible in the finals. Oh.
Yep. So yeah, that's true. But yeah, it. So I did complete a season. Just on a sad note.
Did
So
not win the
That's good.
what championship? What is it called?
the finals, the NBA finals.
I don't think they have a cool name like the Stanley
They
Cup.
don't.
Well, man, what's the trophy? It's called something.
The trophy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's lame.
It's called the Michael Jordan's the best trophy. No,
Was his number 99 as well?
Jordan?
Yeah.
No.
23.
23.
So fuck.
Oh.
Well, I thought for some reason
I didn't even
it
watch
was.
basketball, but I knew it was 23.
Oh, what was I
Why is it
thinking?
23? Is there a reason for that or no?
No. Just
Why
what
do
I
you
had.
think 99?
He was 45 when he was playing for the Tar Heels, which is why when he came back to the Bulls after playing baseball on the farm team, he was 45.
Baseball?
Yeah, he went and played baseball for a couple years?
For a couple of years, yeah.
Yeah.
Like minor league?
No,
Like
like major.
farm team, like major league.
Wow.
Like he didn't get called up to the majors, but he was playing for their. He's someone else did that too. There was a.
You're right. I'm trying to remember who that
It was
was.
a football player, but there was
Yeah,
another.
It was a football player.
Yeah, I can't remember who, but yeah, he was. Did O.J. Simpson play baseball?
Oh, Jason's played football in college. And I don't think he got called up.
Fuck, I can't.
That was
Wasn't
the
it the
thing
guy
when
who
they
went to
went
the
down.
Dolphins?
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I know. You're talking. I just can't think of the name either. Yeah.
And he was like, "Should I play MLB or NFL?" It was like, "Fuck, tough life."
First
Yeah,
world
tough
problems.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so completed the season. Disappointed, but whatever.
Yeah.
But the 82 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then some for playoffs. And then played Last of Us last night. Only multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because I like the multiplayer. It's fun and interesting. And then I played.
It's intense.
Mm-hmm.
Intense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then I've jumped back onto the Vita for a couple things. There's this free game. It's like try and stay alive as long as you can, and you have like a jetpack You're trying to
I
dodge.
saw you playing that. I was like, what's
Yeah.
he playing? Because I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Jetpack
Joyride.
Yeah.
No, it's
Yeah.
a fairly popular one
Oh, okay.
on
I hadn't
mobiles.
heard of it.
Yeah. It's just
I
a.
have that on my phone.
It's free to play and it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
I've gone through all of the things twice.
Oh.
So, and I bought like a Goku outfit.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool.
So it's pretty awesome. So I've been playing that for a bit. Playing Ollie Ollie for the Vita.
Mhm.
So I've been having fun with that. That's about it.
So with when you guys played The Last of Us last night, how was that? Did you guys play teamwork? Like you
We
communicated? Like you stayed
We
together
tried.
or split up or?
No, for the most part, we tried to
We
stay together.
consecutively died together nearly all the time.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Like
And then
Is
when
it-
Our last round was really good. We had the lead and blew it. Like, it was down to, like, sudden death. Like, they had 4 lives left and we had
Yeah.
4 lives left.
yeah.
so was it?
Well,
Is
before that,
it
it was like
really-
11-4.
Yeah, we were
What the
dominating
fuck
them.
happened?
Yeah.
We just shot ourselves. And
We
Is
saw
it
the
really?
score and we're like,
We
we're
pulled the
fine.
Canucks.
yeah.
Ooh,
You mean we pulled the Sharks?
no,
Yeah.
that's even worse.
Or Bruins.
Oh.
No, you find that teamwork is very essential.
Oh
Yes.
in
yeah.
this.
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
thought
what I was saying to Sean, because he was playing with random people today, and he said he was doing okay, but I tried that before. And if you're with a good team, it's fine, but
Yeah.
if your team's just fucking not reviving you, like,
Yeah.
if you have shitty teammates, it's hard to do well unless you're really good.
I found a lot of the people that we were playing were obviously experienced. I found many times going up one of them, they were doing like a flanking scheme. And
Yeah, they had
lure you out.
like pincer sweeps. Like the 2 would come in from this side, 2 would come. They were working together really well.
yeah. So that you were pretty much never fighting one-on-one.
Yeah.
Were you with any? Was there a 4th man on your group?
No, it was like the 3 of us and then 1. The fucking what's his name? Biliv Bit something. Start with a
Something
B.
stupid.
Yeah, I revive him. Like there was a guy attacking him. The guy knocks him down. I kill the guy attacking him or down him. Then I go revive this guy. He immediately gets up and like takes my execution, which gives me like extra points. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Like I heal him. The first thing he does is just like turn around and like start. I'm like, you didn't. He was just clearly mashing triangle as I was reviving him.
Yeah.
Like, you fuck. I'm not going to revive you next time.
The thing
But then I did because I got points for it.
The thing
So-
I realized is you don't do the special executions.
Why?
You get more points, but you're vulnerable.
Yeah, you pick your time to do them.
Yeah, but if
No, if
one
there's-
guy's dead, there's usually another guy around.
It
So now
depends. This was
all
off
I
at a
do-
corner in a different
The
section
only
of the
thing
map.
is that you can move quite a bit surprisingly while you're down. So there's been many
It
times
depends.
where you get someone down, like fuck, they go all the way across the map, and then someone revives them. Like
It-
fuck.
Yeah.
It depends. Like I moved maybe 4 steps and I bled out.
I find the easiest thing to do is just shoot them while they're down.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I
go
do,
for the execution.
That's what I do, and it's
If it's handy, I do the execution. If like there's 3 of you guys all around me, kind of covering, and I have the chance. But yeah, if they're kind of out in the open, I'll just fucking pistol and one shot them.
I find it just takes way too much time. And
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
because you don't just like stomp them. You like pull them down. And you're like punch, butt of the rifle, shoot, rip off their head.
drink their blood.
Whoa,
No, you guys don't do that.
Maybe.
just you.
Weird, my game's.
The game's hacked.
Oh wait, I forgot I beat Injustice too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
good game
Yeah, really
for
good.
story.
Yeah,
Still Mortal Kombat fighting style, so it's very hard to get adjusted to. So
fair enough.
yeah, that's it.
Well, guys, I think it's time
For the news.
for the news. Ooga chugga, ooga ooga chugga. Sorry,
Where's
we're
the
on a
music?
Guardians of the Galaxy binge. So it's time for the news.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
All
fade it
Oh,
off?
how much time?
Yeah, I can. Oh, yeah.
How much
Has
time
to.
is the news?
We have like 10 minutes still.
Okay.
We can do a bit of it.
Let's do a bit of the news. The news. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
So, let's top it off. More Last of Us. Remastered, added grounded documentary, commentary for cutscenes, and photo mode, which, as we stated at the beginning of the podcast, Jeff is abusing this 500.
Using and
photos.
abusing.
Using and abusing.
Yeah.
So, I haven't heard of the grounded documentary. Is that just...
It came out a while ago. It was on YouTube. I recommended it to everyone, but I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I totally checked that out. So good.
Yeah.
Did you?
I was so grounded
I'm pretty sure I did,
and
actually.
floored
Yeah.
by the.
It's really good.
I remember
can
you said it, but I
recommend.
just forgot to watch.
Oh, okay. It's
It's like an
not
hour, isn't it?
good. Yeah, it's like an hour 20. Yeah, that one's really good. And on the topic of documentaries, if you guys, I think, because there's a God of War 3 one that was on the disc. That one's on YouTube as well. I think that one's really fucking good. It's just cool to get an insight into their offices and like how the development works. And the other cool thing to watch for The Last of Us is the keystone that Neil Druckmann gave about how they developed the plot for it, talking about how he came up with the plan. And there's like lots of cool stuff about like how Tess was actually originally the villain of the game. And
What?
yeah, like
That'd
all
be
the
cool.
changes they went through, like originally, like there was so much. The story for that game could have been so different.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But it's really cool to listen to him talk about how it started out. Like it started with
They
him
didn't
just
have a solid idea.
yeah, like he came up with the concept. I think he said like aged like 10 plus years ago or something. Just a drawing of a guy and like this, not even Joel and a girl, just like this guy and a kid that has to protect them basically. And
Kind of like The Road.
yeah,
I was just gonna say,
yeah,
you read The Road and like, I want to make that a game.
yeah.
But yeah,
That's really interesting because it's like just going into the developmental process, you're still trying to figure it out. That's really risky, right?
Yeah.
It's cool to hear how certain stuff goes through just so many changes. I was reading something about the finale of Breaking Bad and how there's so many different endings for that too. And I don't know, it's cool to hear that like how it almost ends up being, and then you imagine it being that way, and be like, fuck, that's different.
Yeah, because like the ending you get is always like the real ending to you,
Right.
Yeah.
but
exactly.
it easily could have been the other ending. It's just that was the one you were given, and that's
that
the
was
one you get
that they
attached to.
sat in a room and decided.
like
Yeah.
this is it.
Yeah.
But I know it's cool to do that.
Yeah.
I'd like to know why they did the end of Lost.
That's a whole other bit.
Yeah,
For
Junk.
some shows, it's easy. Like the end of Dexter, 4 guys got to a table, were just like, "Fuck this show."
yeah.
that was after season 1, right?
No.
I heard it was like pretty good up till 4,
Oh,
and then like 4 to the
season
end was
4. Most people agree is really good.
How many
Yeah.
seasons?
8.
Yeah,
I
it's a
watched-
long like.
Unfortunately.
It's
one
just
of
hard
those-
for any show to
Go with that.
5 to 6 seasons seems to be like the sweet spot because like How I Met Your Mother kind of went downhill after
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Um,
That ending. Ooh.
I liked the ending actually.
I like the ending too, but it was
Yeah.
like way out of left field. It's like
It just meant the entire
here's my
the entire last season was for nothing.
yeah. The entire,
Like it was for nothing.
yeah.
Why did we spend a season at Barney and Robin's wedding? Fuck.
Video games, video
Yeah,
games.
sorry.
This is the one I actually want to talk about because I did not watch the performance, so I want to hear it and spoil for all of the viewers that is just us out there. The Last of Us One Night Live reveals the end of Joel and Ellie's story.
They shoot each other in the face.
If you haven't played the game, you might not want to listen.
Mm-hmm.
But the very ending scene, Joel kind of
they're
about what happens in the hospital. So it's I want to know the end of that story because I was always afraid that The Last of Us 2, if that's going to be a game, it'd still be Joel and Ellie.
It sounds like I read a description of it. It's kind of just about her forgiving him for what he did. It takes place a few weeks after the end of the game, and they're like sitting around a campfire. They're with Tommy. They went back to Tommy's, and Tommy's like talking about like setting Joel up with some woman or something that he likes, named Esther, and Joel's talking to Ellie about it, and he's like, "Oh, you'd really like her," and Ellie's just kind of like being really distant and like doesn't give a shit what he says, and then he actually because she has her guitar or whatever. I don't know if you saw there was that fan art that one of the concept guys did.
Oh yeah.
It was like a slightly older Ellie with a guitar. But yeah, he has a guitar and he plays some sort of song for Ellie, and sings. Or and there's something else he like tells her a really bad joke from one of her joke books or something, and then plays her this song, and kind of like it's a very short scene. It's a few minutes, and it kind of turns her opinion on him, and then she kind of gives him a smile, and he's like, "Oh, I'll teach you if you want." And then it just ends with her like kind of strumming the guitar or something like that.
So that's in this One Night Live thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they didn't. They streamed the whole thing, but they cut it off before this. This was like a special thing they just wrote, or that Druckmann wrote, kind of last minute, and they only showed it to the people that were there.
Yeah.
So it's because it's not like an official ending. It was just something he kind of wanted to.
Because the way it ends, you kind of don't know what's going to happen to them. So
Yeah.
especially with the way it ends.
Well, I thought you said you made it sound like they were tense because of she found out what he did. To me, I interpreted it as they were tense because of this new woman in his life, and
No,
pals,
she's clearly still agitated from the end of the game. Because she basically knows that he's lying to her, right? In the game, most people agree.
I was gonna say that's the most interpreted.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, she understands exactly.
I feel like she's just looking for a way out. Like she'll believe whatever.
I don't think she believed him. She just kind of...
She was hesitant.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way, because you see it.
She's kind of like, okay.
Why did we come all this way if we no longer need me?
Yeah.
Right? So it's like there's a trust issue there. And it really depends on how you interpret it, I guess.
Yeah, like everyone's different. The most common one that I've seen is that she says okay because she knows... I mean, she basically knows what Joel did, and that he's lying, but like obviously not the details, but
I think it's
that they basically need each other to survive.
Yeah, she's accepting that Joel's protected her this whole time, and that it was probably to continue to protect her.
Yeah, exactly. And she's kind of just like, well, we need each other, and he's not perfect, but fuck it, like it's better than nothing.
I think I think the reason why she's upset is because the whole point of the story is that she has this great purpose, and I think she's conflicted, thinking that they don't really have a purpose anymore. They're just kind of existing.
Maybe she's not even mad about what he did, just that he lied to her.
Or that, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just tell me.
Tell me what you did, bro.
The part that always bugged me is I wonder if she understood what they were going to do. And then, I
don't think they did. She did.
Yeah,
I don't right away.
And that's probably part of why she's upset, because she just kind of maybe thinks that...
He just said no and took her away. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can help people. Nope. Yeah. Is that it for the Last of Us news?
I think so.
Well, I've heard this rumor that I'm about to say, and it's about Destiny. You may want to calm down. You may want to look at this a bit more objectively.
Can't.
Rumor has it. That's Adele. Brought back Adele. It's been a couple podcasts.
Adele podcast.
As soon as I saw Rumor, that song came into my head. And as soon as you started singing, I was like, yes. Anyways, so there's only going to be one zone per planet, 4 combat planets, and 1 hub planet, with 22 story missions total.
Now,
for Destiny.
The source on this is someone data mined the beta code. Which means that just because that's in there, that doesn't necessarily mean there isn't more. Because that could be old code.
That's true.
But Bungie hasn't refuted it. So I'm not going to... I don't think it's that big a deal right now. People should wait and see what ships in the final game. But it does have me a little concerned because...
Well, the way... It seems like that's not possible for it to be that short, because Bungie is saying this is going to be a 10-year game. We're going to be pumping this out for 10 years.
But they've already announced an expansion pass with 2 expansions.
Yes, and I'm not saying that.
It's obviously with the intent that they're going to be adding content.
They're going to be adding content.
But I get what you're saying. But this seems like, if this is the case, that seems very underwhelming.
Yeah.
Because it basically means we've seen a quarter of the game if we've done one zone.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be as bad. I love the gameplay itself, but I felt it was just maybe the lack of NPCs. Maybe I know maybe that's not the type of the game they're going for. I'm just in a big world like that. I'm used to kind of going around talking to people, getting quests. All the game was fun, but it felt a little empty.
And the mission,
I didn't feel much. Yeah. I didn't feel much need to explore because there wasn't really anything to find. I felt other than some loot chests,
the spine metal, whatever that thing is. It's you can pick this up completely useless.
And again, maybe it's unfair to it. Maybe that's not the kind of game they're going for. Just when I get a kind of semi-open world like that, I kind of think Elder Scrolls, go in this cave and then there's stuff happens. But it just felt I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. Whereas in Final Fantasy 14, you talk to a person and it's oh, my shoe belonged to my brother.
Yeah, and sometimes it's stupid, sometimes it's hilarious.
But it's like an interaction with the character. You kind of somewhat care, but somewhat not. I don't know
Yeah.
how most people play
Yeah.
MMOs, but
And that's the thing. Like, if there's 4 zones and they were like packed with stuff like that, it wouldn't be as big a deal. It just
yeah, kind
From
of
what we've seen,
Mhm.
if we just say, okay, well, there's 4 planets, we have a couple missions that take place in the same map, they're different instances, and no one's in them. They're just little antenna mission things that pop up on the free roam.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's the case. I think they're holding their cards like they have
Same.
been for the entirety of this.
Mhm.
Like they let people play on the moon for
Yeah, I played the moon mission.
for like
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Oh, I
It was really cool.
a
The
day.
moon map's really good.
It
No, it was
less
only
than
up for
a day.
a few hours.
A few hours, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think they wanted to stress test their servers, so they wanted to create an event that would cause a surge of people to log in, probably to simulate something like that.
so
Yeah, it was the moon was really cool.
Yeah.
But
So is that going to be another?
yeah, again, if I
planet
played the
thing?
moon and I've
so
seen
you've
half
seen
the.
half the game.
That's why there has to be more to it than that.
especially
I feel.
for how long they've been making this
Yeah.
game, because they haven't made a game since Reach.
And the other thing that kind of irked me
Oh, it is cool.
with the areas, I don't know how other games do it, but like I know no game is infinite, right? Like they have borders to where you can explore. It just other games seem to like they put mountains there. Like in Destiny, it just
You can get up.
I'd be
those
like, it
mountains.
looks like I can go down there and I just fucking die.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like not just indoors, like there'll be like kind of a cliff, and sometimes I can go down there, and sometimes I can't, and it just I don't know. It's just designed in a weird way that it kind of discourages exploration because I'm like,
yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't. I don't
Yeah.
know. I kind of get what you're saying. I've done that too. I'm like, oh, that looks like I can keep going, and then you find
Yeah,
it.
it's
Well, that
just-
was that when we were playing the alpha. We were in that factory,
yeah.
and you could jump on all
That's
these panels.
yeah, that's a little bit different because it really doesn't look like you should be able to go down there.
But you can, and then
Yeah.
that plays your point. Like you can go down there, but
Yeah.
then you can't. But the places that you know you probably can't go, you can.
Yeah, it's just jarring because I haven't played a game. Like I said, I haven't played a game like that in a
Yeah.
while. Like something like Fallout or Skyrim. There's very clearly defined the areas you can't go. Have something there kind of blocking your way. Just that whole invisible wall or like instant death thing is kind of new to me.
I think if they're just going for like a style, I think they really want
Yeah.
to give the impression it is like it goes on forever.
Yeah.
Instead of it being so.
Good job.
You were talking about how like the area seems smaller and it's wide,
isolated.
Oh no, I
Isolated?
was just asking how the map layout is because when you go on your mission select, it looks like it's quartered off,
Yeah,
like into sections. I was wondering, is that still the one map? Do you get teleported?
It
to
is
that
like
one section?
all that stuff
Or-
is like that one planet.
Okay.
So that's the one area that they talked about, or like per area.
which is why this rumor is kind of like, even though I don't believe it, it's kind of a little scary.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like the thing is, and I don't want to blame Bungie because I didn't know a lot about the game.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is just what I came up with in my head. But like when I hear like, I don't know, I thought like you go to a bunch of different planets. But like when I hear Earth, I kind of imagined exploring Earth, not just Russia. So I kind of thought we'd get like different
North America
areas of different planets. But they never said that, so I can't really blame them and like say like, oh, they lied. It's just like maybe what I had in my head was a bit different from what they had.
Has
That's
anyone
what we're
actually
expecting.
confirmed what, like, if Bungie has said, "Hey, the beta is this much of the game"?
No, they haven't
They
said anything.
actually no, because I was reading on NeoGAF, and like a lot of developers have accounts on there. And the username Irk, it's like he's the Bungie community manager. He posts on there sometimes, and there was a thread on this, and he addressed it. He didn't give specifics because he's like, the one thing I'm not going to do is tell you what's in the game.
Yeah.
But he's like, what I can tell you is that level 8 is nothing. You've like barely scratched the surface with the beta. But he didn't give specifics. But he basically said you haven't seen anything yet.
The level that you saw that video of them showing off the striker
29.
was level 29.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because there's another rumor that like the level cap was 20, and that's definitely not.
Yeah, and that's
the
what I
case.
heard on Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
And then I saw the video. I was like,
So,
that
I-
can't
but
be right.
again, like of course the community manager for Bungie is going to say that it's. But he seemed very confident in his post that like you haven't seen much at all.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna bank off that Bungie has very rarely not delivered. I mean, mind
Yeah.
you,
I know
they've only
people-
worked on the Halo games, but like,
Yeah, but
that-
they have the
that
Halo
name-
games.
yeah,
And I think
But-
like the best one of all was one of the most underrated of all. Just ODST. Firefly Reunion.
Well, that's
Yeah,
just it. None of
yeah.
their game.
They didn't do that one, did they?
Yeah, they did.
I thought it was 343.
They did everything
Up to
until
Halo
Reach.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that would rub me the wrong way, I guess, is if this rumor did end up being the case, it just kind of...
I just blame Activision.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
No, just, I don't know. When you've already announced, like, expansion passes and, like, DLC, it's fine, but I don't know. If the actual game doesn't have a lot of
Are
content
you
in it...
hoping
If
that's
the
not
content
banking
is
on it,
not
knowing
on
that that's the
discs,
case?
Yeah.
and it's a DLC, I'm fine with it.
No, I know. I just don't want it to feel like it was cut out of... I don't mind DLC as long as the game itself is substantial.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from too. When for MMOs, they don't really usually tell you, "Oh, here are these upcoming expansions."
Yeah,
They
but
let
they
you know
do. But
there is
they're
one
usually
coming out.
Memo's different because you pay a monthly fee and you get it for free, right?
Yeah,
Like when Final Fantasy adds new content, it's just you get it.
yeah,
But they can do that because you're paying into it monthly.
yeah.
Whereas Bungie, that's why they need to charge for expansions because you're not paying a monthly fee.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
We'll have to wait and see.
But that
makes sense.
That's an
I didn't
MMO
think of that.
thing.
Yeah.
Like that's changed in times. Guild Wars is
Mhm.
an example of a successful MMO that is still making content and expansions, right?
Is
Yeah,
that
It's
a-
not a subscription.
Is
Yeah.
that a Sony
No.
No.
Online? No. What was the Sony Online?
Planet
EverQuest.
Side and EverQuest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Weird tangent. He
Yeah.
was talking about Sony Online Entertainment.
Mhm.
I've seen gameplay video of H1Z1.
it's been out for a while.
Yeah.
So good.
I saw a bit of it too.
Yeah. I'm kind of over that game right now. That whole Daisy, like it looked like Daisy.
Yeah,
I saw the gameplay.
better.
Yeah, better, but it's still. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna buy into like this pre-release. I've already got a buggy version of Daisy, or I got War's End. Like I'm just
You already
Someone
got
just
that.
needs to buy
Yeah.
all of them and be like, "Fuck this! I'm making a full
just make a
working version
fucking
game."
like AAA high production values. Make it work. Like make it
Yeah.
fun. Like just yeah. So that when that comes out,
I'm just saying.
yeah, okay.
I liked it.
Well, it is nice
fair.
that means
Yeah.
that is a AAA developer.
Yeah, the
Right,
fact
so-
that Sony SOE is behind
Yeah.
it is encouraging.
Now put out PlanetSide 2 for the PS4,
Oh,
and I'm okay. Mr.
to be fair, they've never made a console game before,
I know.
Oh, really?
so
Which
yeah.
is why when they were like, "Yeah, it's going to be the exact same game on the PS4," and I'm like,
yeah,
"You can fit 1,000 people in a server.
yeah.
How's that going to work?"
But it's clearly up and running because it was playable at E3.
Yes, that's right.
So it must be close.
Moving on to the news, we are less than halfway through. Mass Effect 4 concept is shown.
Doesn't
Character creation,
Let the hype train begin.
Ooh, the hype train
And
already started, my friend.
my friends. The hype train is real. I gotta read what it is. Customizable. Sure, that's a word. Mako. The Mako's back!
Did you see the video?
No,
Oh, really?
I have to see it.
It actually looks good.
Does it handle
They
like
fixed
the
it. Yeah,
Mako?
no. It looks like it handles more like.
This is the Mako side of the podcast. This is the non-Mako.
Oh, okay. The Mako was a
I thought
vehicle.
you started playing Mass Effect 1.
He might not have got to the Mako though, because you don't have
Oh,
it right
yeah,
away.
because you have to land on certain planets,
Yeah.
right?
The Mako was a vehicle you use for exploring planets in Mass Effect
The
1,
most-
and it just fucking.
It's so good.
Oh,
It's like a 6-wheel car with a tank missile thing attached to it that had jetpacks.
and it handles like ass. Like it's fucking like you just. It's
And
the worst.
And you travel across planets.
Oh,
And you can like go
I
up
know
a
you're-
mountain. And
I
it's
know
got, like,
you're
Skyrim.
talking
Yeah.
about. I
It's
saw
like,
you
know
driving
the
it.
Skyrim horse?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
physics?
Yeah.
In car form. And then, like, if you wanted to get down a mountain, if you were like this, you just hit the jetpacks and you just go.
It sucked.
And it, like, always landed on its feet.
But yeah, it looks good. Like it looks the video. Like I haven't played it, so I can't say how the physics feel. It gave me kind of a Warthog vibe from Halo.
That's good.
Some-
Warthogs are
yeah, because you figure it would handle similar. It's a big, heavy vehicle. It was like they didn't even have it skinned. It was like a very basic geometry, like a white mountain, and the Mako was like it didn't have any textures or anything
Yeah.
applied to it. It was very high level. Like they're clearly very early in it, but it looks good.
Did you see the? This is kind of it's because it's Bioware. Bioware Edmonton at E3 said they were making a new IP. There is a teaser trailer for it now.
I saw that.
Oh, Shadow.
I didn't
something
watch it.
or
Yeah,
whatever?
Yeah.
it's a horror game apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
interesting.
my boy's a I used to know a couple of people that worked at BioWare.
I feel like it's funny that you talk about horror games because I watched a really funny top 10. There's like a really interesting niche for whether they're real or not.
Let me guess. YouTubers playing like horror games?
No, just like top 10 scary video game fables or games or parts in games that are just like screwed up. Like the thing we read on Creepypasta about Majora's Mask, Ben Drown.
Yes.
There's like a little collection. I saw a really good top 10 of it, and it was
was that Watch Mojo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, it was just really cool. There was the Sonic EXE one that I had
Yes,
and that was a cool.
where it's like you're chasing after Tails.
Yeah, and it's like screaming and there's blood and shit. Like it is fucked up.
Remember we all read that Creepypasta thing for
You remember
Majora's
Majora's
Mask?
Mask?
Well,
It was super
didn't know what was going on.
Oh, that's right. It was more me and you remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Like,
Ben
I think you guys
Drown?
showed it to me, but I didn't like
Someone
get it.
made
Oh, okay.
a glitched. Fuck, you should download it.
Who's
So
Ben?
you can play it. Someone made a glitched or a modded version of Majora's Mask.
We'll send you.
So this thing you're talking about, it's people like mod games?
Have you ever
Some of
heard
them
of?
are.
Have you ever heard of Creepypasta?
No.
It's a website where they post stories.
Okay.
Scary
stories.
Where a lot of them involve games.
Oh.
So this guy writes a story about how he picked up this version of Majora's Mask,
Yeah.
and he kind of writes down how the game's different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
it's
see.
There's this
okay.
whole
Very
story about he
messed
picks
up,
up from this garage sale, blah blah blah, and
okay.
whatever. And
Yeah.
then, so the story in itself is like whatever. Anyone
Yeah.
can write the story, and
Yeah.
then I remember reading it, and there was videos, and I saw the videos, and like holy fuck, this game is not Majora's Mask. Someone did something to it.
Oh.
And it is
But
super
It has,
sketched
and they were
out.
saying how it's like there's like the soul of a boy that's lost in the game, and he's
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and like
Oh,
the
yeah,
title
I
names and
remember
the
that.
people's make
That's
like,
cool.
it was really well done.
oh,
And so there's a few of them, and just that's a cool.
I don't know how we got.
So it's kind of like a game within a game. Like they made like a horror game out of a regular.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and
That's
someone
cool.
did that for
I wonder
Sonic.
if they actually did that
Um,
on purpose.
Oh, for sure.
Like
Yeah.
maybe somebody actually
Yep, someone
just
got
made
a raw.
No, but like somebody
Like,
actually
the
made it.
very last chapter of the story is the guy's like, yeah, I made this up.
It was like it wasn't.
Oh.
Yeah, but like it was very well done.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, they modded the shit out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know how we got to there.
Horror games.
This is interesting. Oh yeah, horror games. That's why. EA announces Vault subscription for the Xbox One.
Yep.
It's $5 a month or $30 a year, and you get access to all the games in the Vault.
I actually like this idea, but it just depends on what is there. Because that's the whole. That's the
so
whole.
far,
debate.
it's Madden 15, FIFA, Battlefield 4, and something else.
What's interesting about this is Sony passed on it.
Yeah.
They said it wasn't valuable.
Well, that makes sense.
It is and it isn't. Like I said, it ends up
Depending on what games are in
so
the
imagine, say games like NHL and Battlefield, every iteration of Battlefield, and this other EA games. Maybe not even like brand new
Yeah.
EA games. Like imagine they put up like Dragon Age or Dragon Age 2 for limited time or something.
Yeah.
Well, here's a
Like,
question: is it like PlayStation Plus, where you keep the games?
No, I'm viewing it as a Netflix type.
rental.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
And then
how
probably
long-
each year they phase out the last year's games and introduce the new ones.
But they don't say how long the timeline is for that. So it could be a year.
Yeah.
Could be maybe
But if that's the
4 months.
case at that price, I would totally do it.
$30 a year is not bad. Yeah.
no,
like, if
not
you
at
get-
all.
And especially it makes sense for sports teams because you just fucking trade them in and buy the next version
Exactly.
anyway.
Or even
Why
like
not?
Battlefield the way it is right now.
Yeah.
Like, I've spent $130 on fucking Battlefield, and
That's true.
right? So I mean,
I was gonna say that's the one thing that makes me skeptical about this is that it is EA. So I'm like, I just don't.
It's actually going
It
to
sounds like a good deal, but it sounds
$5.
It's
a
like
it
day.
sounds
all the
too
games
good.
that don't work.
yeah. It sounds too good. There's got to be. I'm curious to see when it launches and what all
Because if
the.
that's the case, then everyone's just gonna be like, "Well, fuck." But like, yeah, or they're gonna do something like, I don't know. They say
There's gonna be a
Battlefield,
limit
but-
to it, or you can't. Certain features are
or
locked, or
they're gonna be like, "Oh, you can play, or you can be $30 a month and premium," and like,
Yeah.
something stupid. And,
they're gonna fuck it up. It just seems too good, but
yeah,
it's a neat idea. I like that.
I would like
idea.
to see companies go back into their libraries.
Mhm.
A great idea, or a great company that could do this is Konami.
Yeah.
They're not doing jack shit right now.
Mhm.
Besides Metal Gear. Castlevania, they've kind of said, we did
Because
Lords of the Shadow.
Shadow is a
Fucked it
turd.
up.
Yeah, and they fucked up Lords of the Shadow too. Even though that's my favorite trailer from an E3 in the most recent years. It's just so good. They have nothing. But they have this back catalog of games they still own the licensing to. Not the Turtles, sadly. Best Turtle games were Konami. But they could just say, here, we're going to put these all out. You can charge us for renting them or whatever.
See, what's cool is that you kind of see these deals on Steam, and it's typically during their big sales, but they'll have, what do you call them?
Franchise.
Yeah, like, someone, the Assassin's Creed. Hey, buy all the Assassin's
Saints
Creed
Row.
games for $100. Or
Mhm.
the
Buy all
Saints
of
Row
them,
games,
yeah.
the GTA games, or even, like, one of them will be, like, an entire franchise. Or, like you say, like, I can't think of one, just all of the games
Yeah.
they've made, not just one series.
Oh, like
Just like
Yeah, like the publisher.
like,
comes
like
in.
yeah.
Bethesda.
Yeah.
Bethesda did one, a Bethesda package. It
Yeah.
had everything. Fallout.
And lots of them are
Skyrim,
really
Elder
fucking good
Scrolls.
deals. Like
Oh yeah, like for
Bethesda
how
can
much
get like
you
all the
get.
Bethesda games for like $100, or like
Yeah.
id had one. Yeah,
So that kind of thing is cool. It sucks you only see that on PC. Really.
Yeah. Well, I think this is kind of what EA is trying to do,
Mhm.
which is, like you said, sounds too good to be true.
yeah.
We're going to have to wait and see. And it's only out for Xbox One, which means...
I think they
have to
don't
get
probably care that Sony's not involved because they're
No.
so into bed with Microsoft anyway.
Yeah, EA has been. Yeah.
one. Into bed. That's what they're doing. Square Enix is working on a prequel series for an existing property.
That's literally
Final
all we have.
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 13.
No.
The early
no.
years. Lightning begins.
It's like Muppet Babies, but Final Fantasy 13.
Was they 13 before 13? I don't know.
Before 13.
Before 13?
Yeah.
12.
12.9.
Before lightning, there was thunder.
12, 19.
What IPs do they have? They only have Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, but they're not going to do a prequel series for that.
Well, Square Enix, they have more. I mean, they have like Tomb Raider. They
The
have
new Chrono Trigger
that's
game?
right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, they wouldn't do that.
The hype train
That'd
is
be
real.
Crazy.
I have no fucking
Maybe
idea.
They
Uh,
said they were going back to their roots.
No.
They've said they're done with 13, so all jokes aside, it's not that.
Yeah.
Another Chrono Trigger.
Chrono
That'd
Cross wasn't
be-
that good, was it?
It was very well received. There's some people that really don't
hit
like
and miss
it.
with some people, but
Yeah.
it was
not
really
as-
good.
I liked what I played of it, but I didn't play Chrono Trigger, so...
Once again, anime was what that's the only thing I know about it.
What?
Chrono Cross.
What about it?
The anime.
There was an
Oh.
anime for Chrono Cross?
Yeah, really?
Oh.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
You sure?
I've watched all the episodes for it,
Hmm.
and I was very disappointed with the ending.
Hmm.
It's like,
Podcast already now.
I know.
Yeah,
Oh
what-
God.
you didn't like it as much, or?
Chrono Cross?
Yeah.
I didn't play through all of it.
Oh, okay.
I just know that many people were on board with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it felt like it was more of a spiritual successor. It's not going to...
Yeah, it's an
good as
unrelated
a 2D,
story.
right?
Yeah.
They transformed it into 3D as a totally different
Yeah,
game.
it felt like it was very loosely tied to the same stuff and everything else.
They made they made mentions of the way they did it was really cool though.
Oh really?
I really
okay.
did.
So you liked Chrono Cross, then?
Yeah, I love them both.
Yeah.
I can't say one or the
Mhm.
others.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Definitely-
critically, if you look up the reviews for them, like, Chrono Cross did really, like,
Oh, definitely.
yeah, it scored very high. It just has
Some
that-
people are just like, no, Chrono Trigger was the best.
I think because Chrono
Everything
Trigger
shit.
for many people, period, is a very nostalgic Super Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Some people are just really stubborn with that
Or PS1.
particular style.
Yeah,
Like Sean and Zelda. He just loves that one particular style, right?
the 2D,
Yeah.
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 Top
Right?
down.
And nothing wrong with that.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are just
Crazy
looking for-
story. Oh my God, what game was this? I think it was Ocarina of Time. The way they started making that game was they were going to do a remake of The Adventures of Link.
Oh really?
Oh.
Huh.
No,
That is literally how they Nintendo's like, we're going to make a remake of this, we're going to bring it to 3D, and that's how they got all the shield and all the Z targeting.
Mhm.
They were planning to make that remake, and they're like, we're not going to make that remake. It's a horrible game. We're going to do
New
this
story.
instead. That's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
Again, how things evolve.
Yeah. Top down. Zelda.
wanted to
All the
put
way.
more into it, but I'm like, that could be another like video we could talk
Yeah.
about Zelda.
We are going a bit long,
Yeah.
so we're going to speed through the news because
Let's do
there is
it.
a talking point we got to get to.
No.
Okay.
PS4 firmware update 1.75 is live. Not a whole lot in there, except for 3D Blu-ray support and other minor enhancements.
Stability.
PS4 is now in 2014.
Yep. I'm excited about the 3D because it means I can watch Blu-rays on my PS4 now.
Yeah.
And
So you can
recently
successfully
found out-
almost get rid of your PS3 eventually.
Yep. Just need.
and real surround sound
Yep.
too.
There you go.
As we found
Indeed.
out over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need DNLA to come across, and
That's it.
it'll actually be. I heard there's actually. I know we're long on time.
You're the one that told me we're long on time. So
I know. I'm gonna get through this quick. All right. Just let me get to it.
Jeff,
A verified Sony employee on Reddit kind of gave a glimpse into their plans. MP3 playback is coming later this year, and DNLA is coming early 2015.
DLA?
When they said MP3,
That's the it's like the technology that lets you stream from your computer. I can't remember what the acronym stands for. So it's like where you can, like I can go on my PS3 right now and
digital network.
something.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like I can go on my PS3
it's like
my computer shows up on my PS3, right? Like I can see my computer name going there, and all my music and videos I can just play on my PS3.
It's like
Yeah.
I see.
the solution to Apple's AirPlay, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, with their updates and their upcoming updates, I gotta say, even though they're really slow, I'm really impressed that they getting to some of these. Like Music Unlimited for the PS4 was garbage until recently.
And they fixed it?
Yeah, they didn't really. That was kind of like it went under. Like they didn't. Yeah, what do they call it? Stealth. Like they didn't really announce it.
Oh, okay. They just
That they-
updated it. Yeah.
Yeah, and so now it's a bit better than before. Like the interface is great.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I liked it. It was like it's really bland and shitty. The PS3 is a lot better. I'm
Yeah.
not saying a lot.
Now they just have to update
Custom backgrounds
the custom backgrounds
and themes. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
themes.
They
How
must
much that-
want themes because themes made the money. They sold
Yeah.
them, and I bought a couple themes. Like
Well, totally. It's just that's a gaming
And,
thing, right?
Yeah.
Changing usernames. Gotta get Blow with Thunder.
The way they you scroll through all your items, they
Yes.
need to fix that.
I was just because when Sean and I were looking for a game to play, I was like, because I told him I deleted like
There's like
You
20,
deleted like 15
20
games.
things. You're like, fuck, where is it?
I deleted a bunch of games off my
they don't go
PS4,
away.
not because of
And-
storage space, just because there's too much shit on my bar to scroll through.
And they put the library at the end
At
of
the
it.
end of it.
You're like, this is stupid.
But I know Mark Cerny said that they ran into a lot of problems on PS3 where they wanted to fix stuff, but just the way it was built, it wasn't flexible, which is why they couldn't fix things like the party chat
Yeah.
So they did say like when they built PS4, they built it so that you could basically could look totally different by the end. So I know they can fix the stuff. I'm guessing they have a very
Slowly.
small software team because Sony they're a hardware company. Like they build
Yeah.
TVs. They're not like Microsoft is the software company,
Yeah, exactly.
which is why the Xbox One they've had awesome updates. Like that thing is way better than it was when it launched.
It's true.
Because that's Microsoft's jam is patches and updates and
Yeah, fuck. Are they the king of that shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm like, Sony's a bit slow on that side of things,
Mhm.
unless it's game breaking, right?
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. It plays my games. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, as far as like a media box, I found that I used my Xbox far more. Like,
Yeah.
it was just easier.
Yeah.
I didn't have that option.
Yep.
You're the two Xbox One people right
Oh.
now. Except, no, they are doing updates. And
Except that's
not the
what we
case.
just said.
Yeah, I'm just going to drink more. Last thing on the news, Sony Gamescom playable lineup for PS4 revealed.
Oh my god.
Things that we should look for. Bloodborne.
Bloodborne is playable.
Unfinished Swan, which I didn't know that was coming. And Journey, I didn't know was coming to PS4.
Because no one knew. They this was
I think when they came out with Flower, the first thing I said is make Journey. Make Journey.
the
Like a new Journey or a remake?
the list of playable games ended up on. It was either the site for the building that's hosting it,
Yeah.
but whoever posted it wasn't supposed to post it, so they pulled it. So I'm guessing that's probably going to be
That
part
was
of the
the
press.
reveal.
Journey and Unfinished Swan are coming to PS4, so it got pulled. But yeah,
That's too bad.
which is just fucking awesome. I cannot wait to play Journey on because
I
Flower looks so good on PS4.
I know. And I still have to get the white robe. I have to find the flower.
100% trophies.
I know.
What?
No platinum. So
Told you, man. I'll help you find that flower in the desert. I know where it is.
I know the area.
Oh,
I know like where.
yeah,
to
I know.
go.
It's hard to find it. It's disorienting.
You're in a desert and there's one flower.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be hard to find.
Shouldn't be hard to find, right? An
Yeah.
entire desert, just one flower.
If you watch because there's 2 of the bursts of light that come.
Yes.
I think it's the second one. If you watch where it goes behind you, and if you follow it, that's
Podcast.
Anyways, Journey, awesome.
Yes.
Unfinished Swan's really good too. I didn't finish. I got halfway through it on PS3.
You
so I'm
didn't
excited to-
finish Unfinished Swan.
It's actually the code name for The Last Guardian because that's
Oh.
forever unfinished.
Ooh.
I'm calling it. I have no basis for this. Last Guardian, Gamescom, it's going to be there, I believe.
We're gonna go to.
I believe.
Fast forward to that.
I know it'll be there.
Honestly,
No,
surely
won't let me down.
He let you down before.
Yeah.
E3?
Well, speaking of games, that should
E3
be
for the
game
last
of-
5 years.
Speaking of games that should be game of the year, let's move on to our talking point.
The Last of Us remastered.
Wow.
Game of the years.
Game of the year watch 2014. What are your guys' candidates for this year? I'm already calling it the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Okay, I'm not going to go with that one.
What was it? Shadows of... I bought it.
I know you did because I watched your stream for an hour.
I played for like an hour. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
You already don't know on it on your stream. I think you were in denial about your purchase.
Wait, was this recently? Or?
This was like
Okay,
last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
No, it was...
I'm sure it was before Christmas.
No, because that was a
This is
remake
fine.
of Turtles in Time, right? It wasn't supposed to be
No,
this one, right?
No,
Or
no, that's not this one.
No.
This was one where it was just Nickelodeon. Like, we're making a video game. And it sucks.
no, what about that remake? I thought you hated that one.
I
So
hate
this
that
is
one.
Oh,
Yes. Ubisoft butchered
so
Turtles
all
in Time.
Turtles so far suck.
Give the Turtles license back to Konami.
What are they gonna do? They're gonna
They
trample
made
on it
Turtles
like
in
they
Time.
did
They
Castlevania.
made all the Super
That
Nintendo,
doesn't mean
the Nintendo.
they're not gonna do the same thing that they did to Castlevania.
That's a risk I'm going to have to take.
Get set and match.
Anyways.
2014 Game of the Year.
So are you serious with your game of the year?
No,
Chris?
God,
Okay.
no. Wolf Among Us.
I was going to say, mine is very close. It's probably Wolf Among Us. I really loved Infamous.
I saw a huge spoiler for Infamous on YouTube.
Well, that's what happens when you...
Or are you
It's inevitable.
looking infamous YouTube? That's the
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even looking for that. It
It's
was
gotta
a
be-
Watch Mojo thing. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh hey, look at this video. And I'm like, oh.
It's got to be either Wolf Among Us, and then, like, on the PC side, and then for console, I'm, like, torn between Infamous and Wolfenstein. But Wolfenstein is really, like, side...
Oh.
That's my favorite first-person shooter campaign since Resistance 3.
So then here's a question.
Yeah.
How late are we going into the year here? Because
Like, up till now.
Up till now? Okay.
And then we can, obviously we have, like, Destiny's
what's
not
coming?
yet.
Oh, we're
There's-
not.
like, there's
we're
some
not
big games
anticipating
coming out.
that.
I'm
Not
just-
anticipating.
So far this year, what's your current game of the
Okay,
year, I
that's all I'm
guess? So
asking.
for me, probably Wolf Among Us or Wolfenstein.
Okay.
The wolf is real this year.
This is the year of the wolf.
Probably Wolf Among Us. I don't know. I think Wolfenstein was good, but I don't think it's going to be Game of the Year material. Same with Infamous.
Yeah, you played it? You played him? That's your pick?
Yeah.
God, Wolf Among Us. I don't know why you all... everyone looked at me and I was
Yeah,
like,
I would say Walking Dead over Wolf Among Us, but I don't think the second season's going to win
No.
Game of the Year again.
Well, you haven't... we're just asking, like, what our picks are, though. You haven't played them yet.
Those are all games that are out, though.
Oh yeah, but Wolf Among Us started coming out last year.
Yeah, but it
Same with
ended
The
this
Walking
year. It's
Dead.
going to be up for contention this year because the
Okay.
full game is out.
That's just the stipulation.
Yeah, okay. But you're right, yeah.
Because if that's the case, whew, I've been playing catch up this year for my games.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been playing games that came out this year. That's my problem.
Oh, okay, I see.
So if it's Wolf Among Us,
I'm going to go on a limb and say it's going to be Destiny. And I
But
can
we're
say
talking
that
about-
because
But we're
I
just saying,
think
like, out of
we're
games you've played this
playing
year.
Destiny Beta. That's how good it was.
So Destiny Beta is your game of the year right now.
the debate is
All right. Hey, that's fair. That's valid. So Brendan's is Destiny. John? What's your pick? Game has to come out
I
this
have to
year.
remember what games that we played that were
Yeah, 'cause
PS4.
The games I played.
Well, it doesn't have to be
recently-
PS4. It could be
PC, could be
PS3,
anything that's
could be-
come
yeah.
out.
The thing
Barely
is,
play PC.
we haven't had as many heavy hitters like this season as we did last year. Like we had The Last of Us, Grand
Well, they're
Theft
usually
Auto.
in the latter half of the year is usually the busier year for game releases, right?
But even still, like we don't have a lot of that stuff coming up in November, October. Right? Like
I know
Destiny-
John's-
Like, I mean, we got Dragon Age, we got Alien, Alien's not gonna, but we got like Shadow of Mordor.
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, okay, that's not really game.
That's not it yet, though.
No, like Dragon Age could be definitely a front runner. Batman got pushed. Yeah, there's a lot that got pushed to 2015, which really hurt it.
That's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
We say that, but if we still look at October, that month is just dangerous.
How are we doing for time?
we're way over. That's okay.
Are we? Like, is there no?
Yeah, we're like an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, but no, there's no.
No, I know. It's just
Oh,
we
it's
try to go
recording?
for less
Okay,
than an hour.
okay.
This is our last topic.
Yeah.
So.
Depending on how. Well, right now I have to say Valiant Hearts.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah. I haven't played much of it, but it was just a new refresh.
No, that's
New
good.
refresh.
A new refresh.
Refreshing
New
experience.
Refreshing
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Yes, I didn't know where I was going with that. I was just
breath of refresher.
yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, I don't want to fuck up again. I don't want to fuck up again. But anyway, yeah, it was just refreshing to play something new, and
That's why I felt about
fun.
Gone Home last year. Is like it wasn't
Yeah.
a long game. It wasn't like a big budget.
This
It
is
just really gave me an
complex.
experience that I hadn't had before, and
Yeah,
like these big AAA releases, like no matter how good they are, most of them I just
Do you
it
know
just
all
feels
the
like a better
shows?
version of something you've already played. So it's nice to get that feeling of like this is totally new.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
because you're always used to playing, you know, your traditional FPS
And
RPGs.
props to Ubisoft for doing that, and Child of
of
Light.
Light,
Like they're kind
exactly.
of they've got this team making kind of these smaller, more experimental
Yeah,
titles.
and they're really good
yeah.
so
The-
far.
That with Ubisoft, that's been around for a while.
Mhm.
They first announced it, and they made an entire it's a short film that takes place at the end of Ezio's life for the Assassin's Creed series, and
Was
it
that
was
the
a CG.
left? Oh,
It was Assassin's Creed Embers, and that was the first thing that
Okay.
it's the Ubisoft Art or whatever it's called.
mhm.
That team that made the Child of Light,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
that was the first thing that they produced.
Okay.
And so it's a short story. I've been keeping an eye kind of on that. So Valiant Hearts is one that they did in Child of Light.
Yeah, no, I'm really liking that. And I would say, again, Wolfenstein is up
Yeah.
there. Just really surprised me. I thought it was just going to be your traditional, run and gun shooter, but they tried everything to make it.
Yeah, like
some
I cared
different
about the
experience.
characters and
Yeah,
Max
story.
Haas.
Max Haas.
Fucking love Max. When he goes, well,
Oh, I can't
Spoilers.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spoilers.
you guys aren't gonna play it, are you?
Wow.
I watched.
Really
That's
play
one of the ones I watched the cutscenes.
Oh, okay.
like how
No, he just when he goes ape shit on that one guy, it's just awesome.
like how bitter Bobby is too, and then
Yeah,
I wanted to see more of him, but he's just there and gone.
Bitter
yeah.
people who go ape shit. Imagine I play the game.
Yeah.
He's just like, let's just fucking do it. Oh. But yeah, those would be my two picks for runner-up right now.
Yeah.
Are we going to do an anticipation?
I don't have a list of releases handy, so it's hard to.
I can only name a few in my top of my
quick here.
head.
I don't like I said.
Um,
There's only a handful
there's-
of really big titles coming out in October, November. Right?
There's
Unless they haven't
Dragon
been
Age.
released
No,
yet.
there's some-
There's Destiny.
Dragon Age, Destiny,
Does
Assassin's Creed.
MMOs count?
Oh yeah, Assassin's Creed Unity is coming out this
Does
year.
MMOs
Right?
count though?
Hmm?
What?
MMOs count as game?
Yeah,
of the
sure.
year?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Any genre's game.
Call of Duty. Right.
I like
Okay,
how you
so-
said, do MMOs count? And then you're like Call of Duty.
Here's what we got upcoming. There's quite a few that could potentially be candidates. We've got Danganronpa 2. Thinks we're really going to steal it.
Not gonna lie, those games are awesome.
Oh, I know,
And
I
as
know.
soon as you get deep into it,
But
you'll
it,
say the
like
same
if we're talking big AAA, we've got Destiny. We have Tales of Xillia 2 still to come out.
That's right.
But it may
Yeah, it's
That's
AAA.
it's still.
it's pretty big. It's Bandai Namco. It's
but it can't. I don't
Namco
know.
Bandai.
Those are really
Whatever.
hard. RPGs
Okay.
are hard to win. Give me the.
Alien Isolation.
Borderlands pre-sequel, Alien Isolation, Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Um,
those.
Smash.
I keep forgetting.
Drive Club, Smash Bros,
Ooh.
Surprisingly,
Assassin's Creed Unity, Sunset Overdrive, Master Chief Collection,
NBA Live 2000.
Little Big Planet 3,
Yeah,
and that's
I'm pretty sure you missed the biggest
Oh, Far Cry 4.
one. You missed the biggest one. I saw it there.
Which one?
Sonic Boom.
Okay, I'm ignoring that one.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's the.
So we got. I mean, Dragon Age, Far Cry.
I honestly don't think Dragon Age is going to because
No.
I
I have a feeling they're going to bounce back strong.
think so, but I don't think it's in the game of the year.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm
The
putting my
way it's
back
delayed
behind
and
BioWare.
everything.
Yeah.
They really
I don't
gotta
care if
impress me.
I don't care if a game's delayed.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they're doing it to make it better,
The two titles you mentioned there that I think will be strong: Little Big Planet and the other board.
It's coming out this year.
yeah,
Which one?
Sure. Little Big Planet.
Yeah, November.
with everything from Little Big Planet 1, Little Big Planet 2. Yeah, next time we do the podcast,
Little
I don't
Drunken
know how you
Planet.
do it. I'm not
I think
gonna
my game of the year the one that could do game of the year for me would be Sunset Overdrive. I just don't know if I'll get to play it because I don't know if I'll have an
I'm
Xbox.
gonna throw this online.
Yeah.
Gamble a bit here. Alien Isolation is gonna blow his socks off.
Ballsy.
Ballsy move.
Do we get
Actually,
points?
I got another one. It's coming out to the West this year, so I'll say that. Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright
Oh,
for the 3DS.
that's already out.
It's out in Japan. It's been out for like
I'm
a couple
surprised it
years in
didn't
Japan.
come out in here. Because that was such a popular series
Yeah.
in general. Both those series.
Mhm.
Yeah, they come together, make a beautiful thing.
Professor Lee.
Dude, you should watch the Professor Layton movie. You can find it online. It's really good.
What do you
So
mean? Like, is this like
This is like a legitimate. You should go check it out.
is it based on the game?
No,
Or are you
it's
talking
based.
about?
It's based off that short that you sent us.
They used to make movies, but I don't anymore.
They don't anymore. What? I don't do that. No, it's based off the games,
Oh,
and they're really good.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were being serious about the short.
No.
What? They made it.
That's an entire series in itself on Newgrounds, which you should watch. That's the only good episode. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the J14 Gamecast, episode 13. Anyways,
Someone.
I am never gonna host again, and when I host, I'm never gonna drink while I host.
J14.
Yeah, that's about it. You can find us.
YouTube.com/J14Gaming,
Yes.
Twitch.tv/J14Gaming, J14Gaming.com,
Yes.
Twitter.com,
Yes.
Slash J14 game.
At J14.
at J14Gaming.
We have our own website. Unless you mention that. I think I would do that every episode. Did you say?
J14gaming.com.
I said
Did you say?
J14Gaming.com.
You did.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I just do that every episode then.
And like I say every week,
I
I'm
just
gonna
pretend to
update
listen
it
to you.
with the videos that I've had.
I just look
for
at
a
your
while.
lips. I'm just really trying to decipher your lip movements and see if I can read them. Like,
We're actually all in different rooms right now, so it's all.
Yeah.
This is
We're not
all
even-
green screen.
yeah, exactly.
This is all a dream.
He's sitting there like, I have to edit this now.
Anyways, you can Google us. That's always best bet.
And we're on iTunes
Yep.
for our audio version of the podcast,
Mhm.
which I download every episode because I am that much of a fanboy of all of
Me
you.
too. I got them
Yeah.
all on my iPad right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen to them all.
All right. So.
Cool.
That's it.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And this has been J14 Gaming, where
We bring the party to you.
And you.